Good evening, Professor. My name is Akhilesh, and today I'm going to talk about Zomato, which is an Indian online food delivery platform. And I'm going to specifically focus on its B2B expansion strategy in today's presentation. So firstly, let's just quickly talk about the agenda for today's presentation. So I'll just be walking through the company timeline, the competitor metrics, SWOT analysis, business model canvas, business growth and potential impact, other companies' business strategy, the innovation advantages, and various consumer trends and behavior, and the target market. First, let's just talk about the Zomato company timeline. So Zomato started its operation in the year 2008 as a restaurant delivery portal. In the year 2016, it launched its table reservation facility in India, wherein you can book table reservations across restaurants in India. Then it started earning its revenue from year 2017 itself. And then Zomato expanded its presence into 200 plus cities in the year 2018 to 19. Further, it acquired Uber Eats Indian operations, food delivery business, and it that helped into expanding it to 500 plus cities across India. And then in the year 2020-21, it started providing loans to the hotels. Apart from that, when we do on look at the competitor analysis, we looked at various other market players which are in competition with Zomato. So there are brands such as Swiggy, which is one of the toughest competitors for Zomato, and there are also other competitors such as Foodpanda, Umist, Eatlo, and Justdial, and these are segmented or categorized into various matrices depending on their market presence. When we did a SWOT analysis, we looked at the strengths and the weaknesses for Zomato. So Zomato having its presence into Indian market across the entire city regions. Apart from it, it also has got a good brand visibility. When we looked at the weaknesses aspect, there are customer reviews and application security as one of the weakest points. When it comes to various opportunities into which it can expand, it could expand into B2B partnerships and cloud kitchen or establish a food community of its own. Some of the threats such as competitors and the government policies and regulations are some of the key aspects. When we look at the business model canvas of Zomato, it has key partners such as restaurants and the delivery providers. When it comes to the customer segments, it has users searching for restaurants and providing online food delivery services. When it comes to the cost structure, it provides salary expenses to the delivery boys, fuel expenses, and technology platform, and set up some of its key cost structure. When it comes to the revenue streams, it has online food ordering, marketing and advertising, Zomato Gold and Zomato Treats, and there are various other elements which are required or mentioned, which are mentioned in this particular slide. When we looked at the business growth strategy and the potential impact, we looked at mainly three primary areas such as catering services, hotel and small businesses, and the cloud kitchens. And considering the Indian food services sector, which is expected to touch 95.75 billion US dollars by year 2025, with a cumulative annual growth rate of 10.3% as per Modo Intelligence report. So, which is where we emphasized upon growing Zomato into catering services as a prime focus area. I'll further be diving into this in my upcoming further slides. We also looked at other companies' business strategies such as Taj Group and Marriott, wherein Taj Group launched its own online food platform called Quimin in the times of COVID to allow customers to order food online from the five-star hotel chains all across India. Apart from it, Marriott Group also launched a new campaign called Marriott on Wheels, and it partnered with Swiggy to expand its delivery presence to its customers. When we looked at the innovation aspect, our focus is, like as I said, catering services. So Zomato will be launching a Zomato for Business, an entirely new service line of business to cater to its B2B clients on an yearly basis. So our focus will be is to deliver to our B2B clients, and which is will be offices on an yearly basis. Plus it will have a first mover advantage, and which will allow it to disrupt the industry segment as such. We looked at various consumer trends as such into this aspect. I mean, B2B clients focus quite and importantly on employee branding and quality, and they don't compromise and want to ensure that they provide good quality food to their employees. In times like COVID, it has become extremely important for consumers to have hygiene food, wherein they prefer not to share food and prefer packed foods from a hygiene context. Apart from it, affordability and accessibility are also the key other aspects or important elements. When we look at the target markets, we are going to start our operations with Zomato for Business in the tier 1 cities. It has various advantages because the population is pretty urban, working professionals, there are higher wages, which helps in better business growth opportunities for the organization. Plus online and digital mode is preferred by the urban population, so that is why we are going to choose tier 1 city as our prime focus area. When we looked at the consumer behavior, there are various aspects or directions into which consumer focuses, such as ordering food online, looking for trusted reviews, priority delivery as such, which they look for it, plus cashless payments or maybe dining option. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Hope you had enjoyed. For any questions, you can reach out to me for more details. Thank you. Have a good evening.